And welcome to the High as Fuck Podcast with your boys, Wrestling Matt Jackson, Joffrey Killer, and Matt Jackson. Find me on favorited, whatever you want to call it, favorited at Joffrey Killer. Find me there now. I'm not on TikTok no more, so get me there, and we're going to go into 716 wins.
And his limited edition action figure, Jedi Joe motherfucking Cool.
I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself.
Take another hit. Take another shot.
Yeah,
this is the highest fuck podcast.
I've been high all day, man. I've been high all day, bro. So.
Send you down to 716 Wings.
Yes.
Send you down to all our vape stores. Exotics. Z-A.
We're sponsored by them.
Vape shop. Exotic smoke shop in behind sheets.
The logo is on the thumbnail right now. The logo is on the thumbnail right now. You check it out. You'll be able to check it out on the thumbnail. That and then exotic vapes behind sheets.
Exotic vapes behind sheets.
And then the one over there in
Nordan Shopping Center.
Yeah, our boy Ali.
Southwick Plaza.
Yeah. Okay, since that's over with, guys, on the people that are checking out the High as Fuck Wrestling Podcast today on the channel, we don't know what day this is on the channel because we have not specifically said what day, but I guess we'll just like try to fill out the vibes with the band on. And the band that we have on today, who is the band on today? On today, it rhymes with today. Well, they're called Dekay. And we got them on the show today. So just y'all go ahead and introduce yourselves. We got the band Dekay on. So let's hear from them.
I'm Neely. I'm the bassist.
He's Neely, the bassist.
I'm Dan, and I am vocals.
We got the vocalist in the house. Oh, shit.
Vocals and bass.
I did a whole live stream with Dinosaurs with Knives. We did that last night with the Dinosaurs with Knives shit we do.
Yeah.
And I was giving it to my crowd. Like, we couldn't record it. My phone was not recording. It did not record my shit. So I'm like, fuck on that. But anyway, we've got Dekay in the house. We've got the lead singer and the bass player in the house with the high AF. Well, we're just a podcast tonight, so we're keeping the wrestling out of it, kind of. But we're going to dive into a little bit of wrestling.
Yeah.
We have to dive into a little bit of it, all right? I think that's why people are here for this, you know? So, and I'm pretty sure that's why a bunch of these bands are trying to pick up on it, too, because they're like, oh, well, that's been in my life, too, you know, Joe? And they're like, well, yeah, okay, we'll join them. Well, we're just out here trying to share love, and we want people to know who these bands are out here. And we want to get in here, and we want to understand and get to know Dekay. So, I guess we can start it off with, like, I guess we'll start with the inspirations first. We can go ahead and get the inspirations out. Like, what, like, really inspired the both of y'all to dive into the music that y'all are doing today?
Well, it started with me about close to about this time of year last year, and kind of stemmed from a big falling out with some prior musicians, friends. It's kind of was a really upsetting situation when it all went down. And on top of that, it was something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but was really too scared to just kind of do it.
Yeah.
I've been a bass player myself for the last 25 years. And that's really all I've ever done in bands. I've played a lot of shows and recorded a bit of music. But as a bass player, so just the thought of taking on the project all on my own of this size it was terrifying. But after I had a falling out, it just kind of it pissed me off enough that I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to do this. And I just kind of thought, if Trent Reznor can sit down and write and produce an entire album on his own, why can't I?
Yeah, exactly.
So I did. I sat down and just kind of started tinkering around, toying around with some things, experimenting different textures and sounds. And, I knew I wanted to do something heavy, but wasn't sure exactly what direction I was going to go in, and that's why I started writing Fear Within.
Oh yeah.
And I've got probably 25 different evolutions of that song stored away in my computer, because that was where it started, and that was where the experimentation began, and then until it turned into what's on the album today, and
Yeah.
I kind of solidified my sound there. And then once I started getting a little further down that road, my buddy Neely here, not only a musician, but he's also a mix artist, and he does all the mixing and engineering type work, does a lot of that. So I started bringing him in with that, but it's kind of helped me understand that side of things. So like I said, I never did anything like this before. I just, I showed up to a studio, I played my parts when they said play, and then went home. Showed up to the stage, played my parts. But as far as all the other technical stuff that goes into it, I've never really dabbled in that. So I had him start to help me, kind of understand how to do a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, once I got, the whole album put together, he had also recently come available.
Okay.
And from the prior band that he was in, and it just was like, well, let's, hell with it. Let's start
definitely
working on making this a proper band and trying to go live.
Exactly.
And that's where we're at now. So it's been quite a year, but it's been a lot of fun too.
But y'all are getting some traction there, right?
Yeah, definitely getting a little bit of traction. It's the response. Honestly, it's been
you
a
found
lot
me
better
though, so that's
and
good.
greater. Yeah, it's been a lot better and greater than what I originally expected. I honestly, when I first released Fear, I figured, nobody was going to listen to it at all. If anything, I'd probably get a lot of hate on it.
Yeah.
I know it's raw. It's not necessarily proper in the sense of music theory and things like that, which a lot of that's by design. I took a lot of that inspiration from Trent Reznor.
Yeah.
But it's I know it definitely wasn't for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I definitely got a lot more positive response than I did negative. The negative responses have actually been more comical than anything. I had a guy tell me that this isn't music and I'm everything wrong with music today and that I'm an asshole, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
I wish I would have screenshot that because I was tempted to put it on the back of a T-shirt.
You should have. You should. Well, you need to get some shirts that says "I hate Dekay" or something like that. I want shirts that says "I hate Matt Jackson" or "I hate," like whatever I'm doing, like because that sells. Because Elvis Presley did that. He had shit that says "I hate Elvis Presley," and they sold more than a lot of shit did.
I have a KMFDM shirt that I bought because I love KMFDM, but I bought the shirt because it says KMFDM sucks.
Yeah, and there's like green jelly sucks.
There's a Baltimore area band called the Mathematics, and their drummer's name is Bobby Hammer, and they have a whole series of merch that just says "Fuck Bobby Hammer."
Oh shit! I think I know who they are. Pretty sure.
They're good friends of mine.
Oh, cool.
Their merch booth usually has a sign on it that says "No monies will be given to Bobby Hammer."
Damn. So, was there anything else that inspired y'all, like other than Nine Inch Nails? Was there like any other, like was it like anything other than music or?
Well, I mean that's Dan's influences. I come into the picture as kind of a generic metalhead.
Yeah.
And to clarify a little bit, Dan and I have actually known each other for quite a long time.
That's pretty.
He and I have both been pretty heavily involved in the scene for a long time with some relatively heavy-hitting bands. And we were actually in both of those bands simultaneously.
Oh, wow.
Both of us in both bands, because the lead singers were husband and wife, and it just made a lot of sense. It was a logistical choice.
Yeah.
But we both made our way out of both bands at different times, several months apart, and he said that he asked me for help with the album, and I gave him production tips, but that's still like 99.9% all his work, and he's never done anything like that. So I think he did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
I feel that.
But it's just kind of funny because I was the guitarist in these other bands, and he was the bassist, and now I'm his bassist.
Well, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
See, that's how the world works.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I guess, Joe, you got the next thing up line. If you know, the next question, I guess, if
We asked about inspiration.
yeah, because we're on the fly, you know. We're on the fly. We got to.
Meaning, was that a question? What's our inspiration?
No, we
My
asked
inspiration?
about inspiration already, so I was trying to go.
Oh, okay. I'm checking off the list. Gotcha.
Yeah, we're checking off the list and checking it twice because never know. It's gonna
Tell
be
me
nice.
about what, like,
Turn up.
music in general, like, what the creative process for Dekay, like, what does that look like in terms of, I mean, you go into the studio, y'all are working on, different stuff, and
Well, and see, we don't actually know yet because Dan wrote that whole album by himself before he hired a band.
Yeah.
So now we'll see what happens with the collaborative effort when we go for the next album.
Yeah, the any of the new work going forward is going to be involving all members of the band now. But yeah, the Start the Rot album, basically, it's not really much of a studio. It's kind of a half-assed makeshift setup that I have in the back room of my house that I share with my cat's litter box. So that gives you a good idea of where things are coming out of. But it's the inspiration and creative process. Really, it was, like I said, it started out, I really wanted to just kind of toy around and just see where things went. So I would just kind of sit down, pop open a random synth program, dig through some of the presets and see what was in there, and just kind of start playing around. And then as I went on, started finding different plugins and different things that added different effects. Pretty badass bit crusher that I fell in love with was called Bit Punk. And I could take something that was real pretty sounding and then just absolutely destroy it. Which in turn would kind of inspire some more of the creative process there with some of the music. Once I started finding different textures that I thought were cool, then I would get an idea or a thought of something I could do with that and just kind of run with it. Other than that, it's just me sitting in front of a computer for several hours while my wife screams at me that the kids aren't listening. But it's just a lot of that, sitting there staring at a computer screen, playing around with MIDI notes and arrangements and a lot of that. But going forward, like he said, we'll see how that comes together in more of a collaborative sense between having a guitarist and a bassist. And hopefully after today, we had a pretty good tryout, and maybe we'll have a drummer now going forward.
That'd be good.
I was concerned about trying to write guitar parts in that sort of brash, industrial, real harsh, choppy way. It's not my normal thing. I'm more of like an Anthrax guy when it comes to metal, thrashy, or I like a lot of the new metal that's coming out now. But and I was originally coming on board as the guitarist, but then they switched me over to bass because we got somebody else to do guitar. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Guitarists are easy to find and bassists are not. And they were striking out on bass. So.
Oh, yeah. We don't have a bass player at all, dude. What we do over here with Dinosaurs Knives, we don't do that. We don't have a bass player. I don't think we need one. I mean, no offense, but what we do, I like it. I like it the way it is. I definitely want to have a difference to what we do, you know?
Yeah. Are you guys on 8?
What?
Are you guys on 8 strings?
Drum and a guitar on 6
Okay.
strings.
6 strings, yeah,
Well,
like,
all right.
like corn, right?
What tuning?
No,
what
yeah,
tuning?
7. Tunings, I do not know about tuning.
Yeah, I'm not
Oh.
sure.
Would you like to talk to my guitar player then on that?
I mean, if he knows the answer to the question real quick.
Let me go get him real quick. Joe, chop it up with the guys real quick.
Most of what we do is in drop A on a 7-string for guitar, and I play 5-string bass in drop A. But I rarely ever use the A. I'll use the B. But if I want the A on that fat string, I come up to the 12th fret for, I don't know why. I feel like it's just too loose down there. And I might go to B standard, but I might not. I don't know. Fuck.
Tell me, what has music meant for you just in general in life, and like to really bring to, like, in as musicians who play music, it's such a cathartic release for me when I play music. So in a way of sense of, tell us about what it means for you from a music perspective of listening to music and how important it's been in your life, and also from the perspective of playing music and how it's been important for you.
Well, I'd say for me, at the risk of sounding cliche, but really, music was a big part of my life, and really was there for me in a lot of those dark periods. You know, discovered a lot of bands that helped me through a lot of dark periods, and especially I grew up. Growing up in through the 90s, and my impressionable years being in the 90s, and discovering bands like Korn and Limp Bizkit, Stained, ultimately, and and even Metallica and stuff like that. Growing up listening to them,
I've got
getting
it.
into those dark mindsets. A lot of those bands helped me through a lot of that. And growing up with a lot of anger issues, like I did. I dealt with a lot of bipolar issues.
Yeah.
And anxiety.
I did too.
Yeah, and so just performing on stage, it just ended up becoming the ultimate release for a lot of that pent up anger that I didn't really have any other way of releasing.
Yeah.
So it's like I was able to just let it all out on stage, and I would get wild on stage, and it's just I would channel that into my energy on performance, and I always felt such amount of release after a show. And I left all of that aggression and pent up anger from, however last many months. It just left it all there on stage, and I feel a weight lifted off of me.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's definitely an important aspect. When it comes to just the creative side of it, like that's just almost like a burning desire. It's just like I was stagnant for a while after the band that I was in for a while. Me and Neely both ended up in the same band when we decided to bring the bands back. But there was an 8-year hiatus, and for several of those years, for both bands, but for several of those years, I didn't do anything, and it almost drove me mad.
Yeah, I bet.
And it's just like I couldn't stand it, and I took the first 5 years off because I had my first kid, and then it really after that it just really started to get to me. Like after 5 years, like that desire to get back at it, to get back into that creative process, just kept growing and growing and growing. So,
Well,
yeah,
I've
that's
got-
why. And again, that's why I think I ultimately started. That's when I ultimately started getting the desire to do my own thing, instead of relying on other people to come together and get something done.
Well, we play in drop B, drop C, drop D, standard, and he only plays in the lowest is B because of the 6th string, and he plays acoustic, and he plays E standard.
Okay, well, yeah, on the acoustic, sure.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
for me, I grew up listening to my dad playing Spanish and classical guitar in the living room pretty much every night. And then he didn't really push guitar on me. I just ended up gravitating towards it. And I have a very logic-oriented brain, I guess, less creative. And my dad set me up with a lesson at his guitar teacher's, and that guitar teacher gave me a book that converted music into mathematics, and it just clicked, and I didn't need him anymore. And but then there's still, I guess, an emotional side of it, or whatever you want to call it. But playing music isn't really a choice. I don't play music. Music plays me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't have to think about it. Which also reminds me of something I heard somebody say just 2 days ago that I thought was really cool that I should share. He said, "Don't play your instrument, play the song."
Yes.
I love that.
We play.
I love that.
Okay, so what we do over here
yeah.
with Dinosaurs with Knobs, and I've always done it since 2012, and we've been doing it we fell off for a while. Then I found Joe Cool, my co-host here. He plays the drums for me, and we just play our instruments to where we want it to go, and we play improv music. We just straight up play a set. I don't know what I'm gonna sing. I don't know how I'm gonna sing it. I don't know what character's coming. I don't know what voice is coming, but I roll with it, and I just go with the flow, and I just create as if I'm listening to a song that I like, and I know where they go. I'm going to try to go in certain tones, and you try to pick that up.
I listen for a while to the guitar, and then I'm like, let me try to play this song on my drums, what I'm going to do to sound good with this music.
Yeah, because as a vocalist, you have to be able to go, like for me, it was hard at first because it was like hard to find that groove to where you're actually like it's coming in clear, and it's like, holy shit, this beat, these words, the way I'm saying it, the way I'm doing it is like, what the fuck is going on, and the whole
and then we get out there and listen to it all together, and we're like, this has no business sounding as good as it does, because
yeah, it's ridiculous. We were talking to Gilsaw about that on the podcast we had with him. And we talked about that with him, and we're just like, how the fuck does it sound this way when all we're doing is picking up instruments and playing them fucking things?
Because you guys have chemistry.
There it is.
Yep.
I told you that. I told you that, Joe, didn't I? I told you it's because of chemistry.
That's what it comes down to.
And we can go and play any show we want, improv, because we have to set our people up to know what we are in the beginning. If you don't, then that's how you fall, because people's like expecting for too much. When you tell them this is what we give you and this is what you're going to get, and they turn up anyway, and they're coming in, they're fucking jiving. The first show we had is Dinosaurs and Knobs. We had people moshing with dinosaur hats on, with these little dinosaur cheap little things on, just moshing in the crowd for us while we're getting it in with some chaotic death metal, just throwing the fuck down back in 2012 at a friend's house, just a friend's house. We're trying to play some shows coming up. I'm trying to get some places going that let us come and just let us do our improv art that we do. Like, I dress up in all gimmick and all that shit, and I don't know what my boys are going to do, but I know I'm doing. I have to do it because I've always done it. So,
yeah. Well, Baltimore actually has a pretty strong scene for that kind of stuff, just like improv type art and performances and stuff like that.
Yep.
What's that whole district over there where Metro Gallery is?
Yeah.
Leland, you know what he's talking about?
That whole district over there is. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Station North.
Well,
like
as a matter of fact, every Sunday morning there's an open jam on the other side of the building here at my studio.
Yeah.
And I usually dial in the jam every Sunday morning before I leave.
Oh, fucking cool.
Yeah. I know. I heard you mention Gilsaw. I know.
Are you there?
Me and him just recently sparked up a friendship.
That's
It's
awesome.
pretty cool, and I think leading to
Possible collab.
a possible collaboration we're working
What?
on right now. So yeah, possibly keep your ears out for that in the future. But he's good peoples. Me and him had
Oh, I know.
probably a good 45-minute chat the other day on FaceTime, and yeah, just went back and forth about some things, chatted it up, and he's kind of just like another one of us. He's on the other side of the country, so yeah, it's kind of a cool connection to make.
Oh
So
yeah.
it should be a really fun collab. We bring this together. It's kind of a little East Coast, West Coast industrial vibe going on. So
Yes.
looking forward to that.
Yes.
So yeah, shout out to Gilsaw.
Hell yeah! Shout out to Gilsaw. That's our boy over here on the podcast. We fucking run him up. We love him. You know, we love him. We were really down with his like artistic flow with that character, Risen.
Yeah.
Like that shit is.
Yeah, he's definitely doing his own thing, and that's what it's all about, man. You know, it's like the hell with what anyone else thinks.
Yeah.
You know, I take a lot of personal inspiration from David Bowie.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely have always been a fan of his. I do enjoy a lot of his music, but for me, the bigger aspect of Bowie was his approach and his outlook on music. And, you know, and one of the things that he said that really stood out to me was, you know, I don't want to try to quote him verbatim, but it was something along the lines of, you know, he feels like one of the worst things a band can do is start to make music for other people.
Yes.
And when that happens, usually the art suffers.
Yeah.
You know, it's when you start making music for other people, you lose the opportunity to make something truly incredible and innovative.
Yeah, something that's different, something no one's ever heard of.
Yeah, and I'd rather make music that I want to make, and it's going to make me happy. And whoever it resonates with, well, then, you know, cool, it resonates. And, you know, we'll
not fuck you.
And yeah, and if not, fuck you. Yeah, we'll move on to the next person.
We just put up a new channel on YouTube for Dinosaurs with Knobs because my old channel was burnt up, like it got lost or whatever, and I never really had a Dinosaurs with Knobs page in the first place. It was all put on my other one, JFK, the Job for Free Killer one. But other than that, we have a new page now. So we've been putting some songs out and they're getting hit. We got one that has 200 and some views on it recently.
Nice.
Like that was like in a couple days, like a week. Maybe.
Okay.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
We're new as fuck with that channel, you know, with that, you know, project we're doing.
Yeah.
So, or that project I'm doing. So then collectively. But what's some other questions that we can get into on the podcast? We're getting drifted away and sifted through the sand here. What you got?
I asked.
I know what you asked, but what you got again? You got another one? You got something else?
Check the list.
What else do we got to talk about? Do y'all have any up and coming shows or?
Our first show.
Yep. As a matter of fact, we've got our first show booked February 28th at an awesome little club called Zen West.
Oh, cool.
Shout out to Rapola Entertainment and Nick Rapola for offering us that show.
And you said when is that? When is that again?
February 28th.
Okay, I got to make sure this goes out before that. Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all are the first. Y'all are the first interview podcast that goes out in February, anyway. I believe.
Okay.
Oh, awesome!
I think so because what's the day? What's the date now? And what's the last? Like, Sunday?
22nd.
This is
Yeah,
22nd.
yes,
How many
22nd.
days do we have left in this month then?
It's 31 in January.
Okay, so
So, whatever.
whatever that is, I'm high as
22nd
fuck.
right now?
Yeah.
That's 9 days.
9 days. So in 9 days, I've already. Oh man, I do want to stretch it to February. Yeah, because 9 days ain't shit. I can crush that. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put you out on the first Sunday in February, so it'll give people a chance to watch this and hear you say the date of your show. Oh, excuse me, and where y'all are going to be at.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a good show. Got a handful of really good local bands from around here in the Baltimore area. Come out swinging. They're the headlining act.
Okay.
They just got a brand new singer.
Cool.
Looking forward to see how she does.
Ooh.
I've heard her in a couple other or another local band. She's pretty good, so it should be they should rock it pretty well. Got a local punk band sometime last night, and good rock band called Relentless Souls.
Ooh.
Another pretty heavy band called Amathea. Okay, yeah. Excuse me for pronouncing that wrong.
Well, that other word you said was really cool too. So either way, it sounds cool.
Yeah, either way, it sounds cool.
But yeah, man,
it's gonna be a good packed night.
So where was this at again?
It's a club called Zen West.
Zen West, and where? Where is this located in the map?
It's in Baltimore, Maryland. It's
right on the edge of Baltimore, Towson.
Yeah, right close to the line of Baltimore and Towson. For anybody around the area here, right off was it East Belvedere and York.
Okay. So any of the viewers that have checked this or are watching, then yes, if you're in Baltimore, check them out. Dekay. They're coming up on the rise.
You have one question?
No, I had but anyway, fuck, I lost where I was at. But anyway, so we've got where y'all are playing next. And I was gonna say, if you know any bands that you think or anybody y'all think that would be interested in one of these little sit down with us, y'all can just, if y'all try to put us on to somebody, that would be cool. Yeah, because we don't I would like to know newer bands that I'm not really finding. So if y'all could help me with that too, that'd be great. Because I'll always share y'all shit and everything like that, and I'll be trying to help y'all out.
I'm always into helping out other independent artists, really, anything like that. But I'm a big believer in a rising tide.
Yeah,
raises all ships. And this scene here in Baltimore can be so cutthroat sometimes that it's just I never understood the point of that. Yes, when we should all try to work together to really bring the music scene and the town to to its full potential. And I'd like to see that in every look. Without local,
it has a lot of potential.
It does,
yes.
But it's just so many bands want to try to outcompete each other instead of working together and trying to lift each other up. And
you should shout out Malfi's band.
Yeah, there's one band that you should definitely take a look at. My buddy John Malfi, he works a lot. Pretty closely with me and my band here in a lot of aspects. But he's got his own band called Fear.
Okay.
They're good like straightforward rock.
Okay.
But really cool guys. His brother is the singer of the band. Is also a pretty semi well-known artist or author.
Okay.
So he does kind of like horror suspense type novels. So they kind of multi-talented family there. They actually have a third brother. Used to do a sideshow act here in Baltimore, and since then he has moved out to LA and goes as Dangerous D.
Okay.
But yeah, he used to do a sideshow thing out here in Baltimore. It was called the Scarred and Dangerous Sideshow. So it's a pretty talented family there, but the band's really good. They're a pretty solid powerhouse here in the local area.
Okay.
So make your signature bass.
Yeah, and Malfi's a cool one to chat with because outside of playing drums in that band, he also has a business called Free State Custom Guitars,
Okay.
which I'm a sponsored artist with. I have a custom signature bass that he hand built for me. And he's got a few artists endorsed through that. He just recently branched out to cables, and now he's got slime wire. Which, if you're ever looking for some absolutely top-notch cables, and he's starting to do some cool colors now. He just started his Bloodline edition, so it's like it's a white cable. It looks like it's been splattered with blood.
Ooh.
And I'm a sponsored artist on that as well, alongside with Andy Penton from Sponge.
Whoa, really?
So
what the fuck?
Yeah,
Really?
Yep.
No way.
Yeah. Yep. John Malfi managed to get Andy from Sponge to
Use slime wires.
To use slime wires.
Whoa.
So
that's
Andy
big.
is a slime wire user. These cables are amazing, man. He does. He's got 1/4-inch cables and XLR cables that he can make. But they're absolutely top of the line.
Oh yeah.
Oxygen free, yeah. Like these things are legit, man. And he'll drop ship them right to you.
Okay, right. Speaking of which, we got a person I found that's gonna make our high as fuck shirts, and he's gonna rock with. He's gonna get a good deal going for us over here, guys. We've got this guy that's gonna make us some shirts. We got some buttons coming soon too. We got buttons coming. We got a pot leaf version, and we have a non-pot leaf version of both t-shirt design and button design coming out in the near future. But we do have the buttons already. They're coming in the mail soon. And
that's another one of Malfi's great talents. He's also our design guy.
For what?
For
your shirts?
Design, anything.
Yeah. He
can also do a lot of the manufacturing too.
Yep, he does. He did all the album artwork for Start the Rot.
Okay.
He's
compilation.
Yeah.
Tell him about the compilation.
Actually, speaking of Veer, Malfi, and since we're on here with you, it all ties together. Really good compilation disc. Was just dropped on January 11th. Okay. Put together by John Malfi of Veer, and alongside with a couple of really great sponsors such as Scorpion Precision Percussion. But it's a really good compilation disc. Our song "Start the Rot" is on there. I believe one of Veer's songs is on there. Handful of other really great bands from all across the country. Got Guides are on there. They're a really good band. We've been chatting back and forth. Stratton, this guy named Stratton. Out of California. But yeah, it's called Uprising. So this one is the Uprising Volume 4.
Okay.
So, yep, it's available in both optical discs, available from any of the bands that are on the compilation, or if anybody's going out to NAMM, they're going to be available at NAMM this year. Okay. And it's available in streaming on, I know he's got a playlist together on Spotify.
Okay.
So you can definitely find it on Spotify there. But yeah, that's all put together every year by Malfi. He's a man of many talents.
Oh wow.
As I was saying, he does all of our artwork for our albums. He does our artwork for our shirts. That's through his business, Slime Design. So
oh wow.
He's definitely, he would be a good one to chat with.
Okay. Well, it has been documented on the podcast, so I will be able to remember better.
There you go.
As I go back and listen to the shows and go back and write down key things that I need to remember out of them. So that will be taken care of as well. So Is there anything that you have too, Joe, that you like? Is there anything that's burning in your gut? Like, is there any like tips that you need to know from somebody, or like,
I just love the idea of
or anything that's
the.
topic wise?
Mm,
Anything? What was you saying?
I don't know.
You were gonna say something. What were you saying?
I was gonna say it. I don't know.
I fucked you up. Take a shot. Take a hit, guys. Take a shot. Take a hit. High as Fuck podcast in the house. We fuck up sometimes, and we just take a shot, take a hit, and we move on.
Take a hit.
Yeah. So, do you want any tips? Like, okay, so what are some like I guess some key things to learn from drumming? Then let's go with that. Like, what are some key things to know about drumming for Joe? Is there anything that y'all got?
Well, we don't have a drummer in the room right now, so.
Okay, we can't talk about that.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I programmed all the drums in the on the album, but that was a very
Okay, I was just figuring if y'all might have
tedious process. A lot of trial and error there.
Yeah.
So.
I tend to find loops and edit them instead of programming drums because it's easier.
Okay. Yeah. Just keeping a good
Like,
steady.
I have the guitarist's curse. Like, I'm the worst thing you'll ever see on a drum kit.
Damn.
I can keep a basic ass beat, but that's about it. I ain't doing anything fancy.
Right, once it's time for the first fill, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm like trying to get a rhythm, and I can't get shit, so I'm good. I mean, I can, but I can't, you know? It's like I can get the little feet going a little bit, but it's like, oh, man, I can't do the rest of my arms and shit going at all at the same time. It's hard to keep up with that.
It's a lot of coordination.
Yeah, and it's just taking that practice to get into it. But Joe Cool here, he has really just like from last July to now has grown as a drummer by just playing the drums and trying to keep up with my guitar player, you know, or our guitar player.
That's what it takes, man. It's the woodshedding time.
And he's winning it with like starting off rough. We all did, you know, me trying to get the voice back and get the what I was doing back with the groove that we do, and just getting that connection going. But we all got that connection last birthday or whatever, and it just grew from there. And within like no time, it's back to where it used to be, and I have a total different drummer. And it's kind of creepy, guys, that back in the day, the music today and back then is so similar, because I know the guitar player brings that because he was there in the beginning, you know that, so he was there through all the dinosaur stuff that we've done and anything else, and then bringing you on, it just brought it's crazy how just in that matter of time with that damn connection and that community that we have between me and him, and that camaraderie and the strength to just push that thing out of us, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that is what drives me to create. And
I love the philosophy, and I want to touch again on the philosophy of I make music for me, because that is important to talk about.
Yeah, because if we're excited about our music and we're like, after a set, we're just like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? Then, okay, that's all that matters. And then there's people that was fucking with us on Favorited when I was streaming Favorited last night on Favorited. I was streaming our band practice. Yeah. People were like turning up. I made money off that stream too. I didn't make much off of it, but I made something off of it. People turned up a little bit, but it won't a lot. But I've almost made $50 using this app, guys. So I'm close to.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that, because we were looking at starting to do live streams of some band practices and
y'all can
make
money. Y'all can make money.
Solidified.
I'm serious about it. I want y'all to look into it. Y'all can make a lot of money. And you follow me at Joffrey Killer, and then you can jump in my streams when I run streams to try to run y'all's numbers up. I've been trying to build everybody in my streams. So if you pop in my stream on there, then I'm going to try to boost y'all and be like, oh my God, we've got a big band in the chat, guys. Y'all better pick them up now. They are, whatever. I'll build y'all up, okay?
I appreciate it.
What's your profile called again?
It's Ja Freak Killer 1212.
Ja, like JAH.
Yes. FREAKKILLAH 1212.
212.
Yeah, the AH is on my killer too.
Yep. You just gotta follow.
All right.
Yep, Neely just followed you, and once I get, I'll probably get that set up on mine.
I'm telling you,
tomorrow.
dude. If you rock with me on there and just stay in my chat, I leave my chat up for a long time, so people are coming up and grabbing y'all up. They were grabbing y'all up. Okay. I've been doing it for Devil May Die down in here, in Danville here. We have a band called Devil May Die. They're my boys since, like, me and Adam, the lead singer, me and Ace. We've been friends since third, fourth grade, and all the way up through
I
our.
think I've heard that name.
You know who Devil May Die is. Y'all got to. Y'all got to put them on. Y'all help them out, please. Help them out. Everybody on this, whoever's listening to us on this podcast, like, help my boys in Dekay and Devil May Die. We need Devil May Die and Dekay to be like one of the greatest out there. We need to be up there. Really, we do. Because we need better bands out there. We need better bands out there. And the bands that I'm gravitating to are the bands that are putting in that work, that aren't greedy with what they're doing. Y'all came on my show. I'm excited as hell to have y'all on my show. I'm honored to have you on my show. That is the greatest thing right there. When you can really just get out there and I just put out words. I just go, hey, would you like to do this? I have this. I send you the link. I show you what I am. You check it out. If you want to, you can. If you don't, and y'all accepted my invite, and I appreciate it. Like, this is just the greatest thing in the world right now. So
I'm always up for.
So I'm always down.
Anybody.
I'm always down to promote anybody that is, kind or is a good person. You know what I'm saying? Joe? So let's get into some psychology, Joe. That's your forte. That's your forte. Get into some psychology.
We talked about anxiety and depression and, releasing that through music, right? And I think I talk about the community a lot all the time about what's important with people's psyche, right?
Yeah.
Is being connected. The number one thing, being connected with people.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That positive energy.
The beauty of music in doing that for people in their lives, we talked about that earlier, kind of a little bit when I asked about specifically what music has meant for them, and you missed that part because you were upstairs, but it was.
I would go back and listen to it later.
Yeah, it was really. I mean, we talked a lot about. Well, not talked a lot about mental health. I think we need to talk, I guess, more about it because you're talking about the psychology part.
Yeah, because we usually talk about psychology and we talk about, we get humanitarian too.
Right. So connect. That's what we're talking about, right? Community. Make sure you connect with people and be there for people, right?
Yeah.
Music and mental health are very closely tied. A lot of people would agree.
Yep. Yeah. And this app I've been talking about has been helping people through mental health. There's so many people that came into my chat and said, I'm so glad I found you because my day has been lifted or my day is good now. And this girl I was battling, she was like, I'm so glad I got to get on stream with you because you make my day every time. If I'm down, I come to you. And I'm like, thank you. That's awesome. Because all I'm there is there to do. I stream every day, all day. And I just dance and carry on and do my thing and bring out masks. I have a bunch of masks I bring out on stream. And I do the mask thing. And each gift is different masks. Now, lately, I've been turning up and just doing the good masks for just about anything. A dinosaur gets the dinosaur man. Yeah, dinosaur man gets the dinosaur. Yeah, and Lord Atheist is supposed to be getting that portal, but I've only gotten that portal one time, and that is a hard thing to get over there as a portal, and I got it once. And I've gotten the orca twice. And that's a pretty good one to get. There's a lot of good ones I've gotten, and it's just a good way to grow over there. Like if y'all go over there, like y'all are, like that'd be great because we need more bands over there so we can get more famous people. Well, not famous, you know what I'm saying. I don't know how famous y'all are. To be honest, I don't know how big y'all are. I'll give
you an idea of where we come from.
Okay.
We've been a little modest about our roots. I don't know if you're familiar with either the band Carbon Stone or Anoxia. But
sure.
Carbon Stone is opening day 2 of Incarceration Festival.
Okay.
That's the day Slipknot's
Wow.
headlining.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
So
huge.
we come
Wow.
from pretty strongly
Just like they're playing
planted
Blue
roots
Ridge Rock
in
Fest.
this scene.
Okay, yeah, we need that on this app. We need some more bands on this app. We really do. We need some more bigger people on this app.
Well,
And-
you just got one more, and we'll help you get some more after that.
Hell yes, man. I need to try to get Gil on here, and you can just stream whatever you want, and people will just come in and show you love, dude. If you get 100 followers, you stream. They're gonna change it to 1,000. So y'all need to, like, when y'all do start streaming, grind that shit. Go into other people's lives. I will direct you. I will help you out through Messenger, telling you who to go to. I will type in names to go to in their streams and drop in and say, hey, we're a band from wherever. Like, I'm just saying, like, for instance, like, I'm a band from whatever, whatever. And then just you go in there and you drop your name in there. And once they see, they're like, oh shit, this is like whatever. People are gonna pick you up. And then as long as you're not following them without them following you back, you're good. But if it says following, just unfollow. Because you want to keep your followers up higher. And we want to get you grinding out there. And you grind out there, you get coins and stuff thrown at you. So there's different gifts out there that get you a gift. And if you get gifted on stream battling with somebody, you get gifted a lot doing battles with people. So if you get on there and battle other, like T-Wayne, this famous rapper T-Wayne follows me over there. He follows me. And that's the only famous person we have over there. So we need to bring that heat, guys. We need Glenn Danzig over there just streaming, because this is going to give a place where these older artists can go over there and just talk to their people while they're just getting gifted, sitting there on streaming. They can get on there for an hour, stream for an hour, and it'd be Glenn Danzig just sitting there chilling while people are just chatting in and just.
Yeah.
It's already happening with T-Wayne. We need more in there so it's more attraction, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll definitely get the band set up on there for sure.
Because TikTok sucks, bro. You'll make so much money. I've already made almost $50 off this app. Now we'll help y'all out with y'all's band stuff right there. Put it towards the band.
Definitely.
I appreciate y'all, man. That's why I'm putting y'all onto this. I put y'all onto this because I want y'all to make money from what y'all are doing.
That's much appreciated.
Yeah, and anything
that happened.
And anything's extra. So if y'all get it big on there, like y'all are in general, then y'all will y'all will grow even more, and then more people come and tune to y'all's music on y'all's YouTubes and all that. You know what I mean? And this is going to help y'all out so much. I'm ready to just put everybody onto this because right now it is popping with making money and stuff on there, battling and stuff. And y'all can just be sitting there late night, bro. Oh, man, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna get on fucking favorited and just go live and just see who I can get in trouble with. Not in trouble with, but who I can. Because everybody is so nice over there. There's some toxic people, but there's only a few, and you got to be careful. You got to be careful out there. But that's like, don't follow non-profiles. Anybody that doesn't have a profile picture, don't follow them. But actually, if they're just following you and you're not following them, it's fine.
That's fine, yeah.
Yeah, because that's a fan.
Yeah.
And you're finding friends on there, so you'll probably find more bands maybe eventually. I won't put more bands on because I know a couple more that I need to put on. Like American Overdose, Pedo. He can paint his face up and fucking do his like fucking streams with his mask and shit. He played shows with Slipknot and shit.
Yeah.
Y'all know American Overdose?
I'm vaguely familiar with the name.
They are lit. I saw them live.
I haven't listened to them yet.
I'd like to get Mushroom Head. Could y'all imagine Mushroom Head over there just doing a live stream, making dough? Just like fucking sitting there with the mask on, just chilling. I could just jump in there and just say, hey to Mushroom Head.
Yeah.
We need to really fucking get this going for real. I want more guys over there, more famous people over there. I really do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's really easy over there if you just start to learn and navigate. And I'll help you with everything you need to know. to help y'all out.
All right.
So, but I'm not gonna tell all my secrets on the podcast right here. But I'll give you all my secrets. I'll give you all the shit and where to go and shit like that. So, because if you jump in this one dude's stream and say something about the High as Fuck podcast, that they were good people, in a slow stream with this one guy, he'll probably be like, "Oh, you're the guy he had an interview with," because I told him about y'all, and I told him I had an interview with a band today, and he was like, "Oh shit, that's awesome." So I was like, "Okay, that's cool. That's cool." So I'm gonna put y'all on. I'm gonna put y'all on with some people that y'all can go watch their streams and just throw your little. All you do is just text. You can text and say what's up. You might catch some people through that. So
Yeah.
and they do follow for follow over there. So as long as you're friends with each other, you're good.
Yeah.
So and it's a way of making some money, bro. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get back into it. What else do we have? We haven't. Oh, where else do we have with topics and shit?
It'll probably just be me going forward because I got to get up the road.
Okay.
But we can. I mean, if you want, we can continue. Just me.
All right. Well, we can talk a little bit longer. And
yeah, I got to start working my way back towards my house, so because work comes early in the morning.
You are the bass player or
the singer?
Singer. Okay, the singer. We are talking with the singer right now. I'm so sorry. I mixed up the voices. We have the singer that's going to continue with us for a little bit longer. And since we did say an hour, I don't want to push you over an hour. So we do have it is like 56 minutes in. So I don't really want to push y'all over too long or push y'all too further than y'all want to go.
Well, I mean, yeah.
No, you're good.
So, but anyway, y'all need to check out Dekay. They are, well, they're just brutal, okay? Not just simple as that. They're brutal. So if y'all check them out on Favorited and YouTube and everywhere they're linked up with, which I'm going to let y'all do that in a minute. Y'all link up with them.
You were unadulterated aggression.
Show them some fucking love. All right? Because we are going to push them to the top, and we're going to push anybody that we get on the show. We always want to just promote and keep it going, because even after the show, we're still pushing their stuff. And we're still trying to at least share the stuff, even if we don't get no attraction on Facebook, since it's so fucking dead over there sometimes. But we have been linking some people up together. I've gotten Devil May Die with Dizzy Devil button maker, so that got the people that make our buttons. And then we have a t-shirt guy now, finally, or we can go with their guy too. We can bounce around. We can get some wicked shit coming from them, and then we get some high as fuck shit coming from this guy. We can get a little bounce around. And we've connected tonight, which is a great thing in life, is when you do connect with people in life that are on the same, I guess, playing field. Because I know we do a wrestling podcast mostly, but I don't know. I'm really enjoying these band casts. These band ones.
No, it's all a form of entertainment, and there's a lot of music involved in wrestling.
Exactly. That's what I keep telling people.
Believe it or not, just to make that connection between the two worlds. Long time ago, I used to be involved with a wannabe backyard wrestling federation.
Okay.
Years ago, but we had a legit wrestling ring. We even had an ex trainer that used to work for WWF.
Oh fuck, who was it?
Or it was, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
Well, that's crazy.
Trainer. So I mean, got a little bit of taste of what it's really like to do that. Do those back bumps, man.
Yeah.
I remember the first dozen of them, I couldn't breathe.
Oh yeah, I remember taking.
And then learning how to do. Yeah, and then learning how to bounce off the ropes and everything was. Yeah, I remember the next day, my underarm was all bruised and sore, and I finally, and he was trying to explain to me, like, you don't bounce off the ropes with with your side. You lean into it with the back of your shoulder.
Yeah. I used to train for wrestling.
It was a cool experience.
Yeah, I used to train.
Yeah, that was a long.
But that's about all I did was train in the pure pro wrestling world. Like down here in North Carolina, Virginia, there's a pure pro wrestling company. And I used to train, and I've been in dark matches and stuff. I dislocated my thumb one time, so I kind of quit doing that. And that's why I started doing the podcasts. So I've been there, but taking bumps every fucking weekend, just taking bumps like the whole time we were training and running ropes. And, God.
Oh, yeah.
It fucking hurt.
I remember it was a lot of fun coming up with the characters and everything like
fun.
that. I remember I played for a while. I had this character. It was a boy toy.
Boy toy. Okay.
So I was called Boy Toy. So I came out. I wore this little like Speedo looking thing. And I had this leopard print coat that I would wear to the ring, and we had this older woman would escort me to the ring. So I was like her boy toy, and I wasn't like like one of like the heroes or whatever. I wasn't quite a heel or a jobber. I was just kind of like there, I never really like lost a match, but never officially won one.
Yeah.
So they were always paid off.
Yeah.
Was the gimmick. So I would start getting beat, and then the old lady would come over and pay the ref off. So that I would, he would do like a really slow count, and I would get out of it, and then he would do like once I'd get a cheap pin, and he would go like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, another thing about that.
Yeah, it was good times. Yeah. Played a luchador once or twice.
Another thing about that app is if y'all are y'all should all get on there as individuals and have y'all's actual names there and try to get verified as an actual, whatever artist, and have your real picture there and have it connected with Dekay with everybody in there. And so that each person has an account on there, so each member is making money when they're just fucking off whenever they want to.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna let my guitarist know about that.
That is a way to fucking make some money for all of them.
Well, he's gotten semi-popular on TikTok. My guitarist.
Oh, cool, cool.
Just with random things, his drawings, things like that. Because he's a really good artist.
Send him over there.
Yeah, well, I'll have to do that.
Y'all follow. Oh, damn, you're burning, dude. You're burning.
He's got a lot of followers on TikTok as it is. Like he was starting to get really upset about the whole ban that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, bring the heat. So, y'all follow me on there, and then I'll follow y'all back, and we'll get this thing going. Get this. Oh, it's okay. It's not burning up. No. It's not burning up. You catch my couch on fire.
I didn't catch your couch.
Yes, you did.
So, whereabouts in North Carolina are you guys?
Well, we're in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
We're right on the border of North Carolina with Virginia. So we're like at the bottom of Virginia, South Central. We're in Danville.
Okay, gotcha.
And then like Greensboro is a close city in North Carolina. It's about 45 minutes away.
Yeah, definitely let us know if y'all are in Greensboro. We'll turn up and turn out. Y'all need to get to Greensboro.
It's not necessarily out of the question.
Yeah. Y'all can get the hangar. The hangar. What's that place called? The hangar. What?
Hangar 1819.
1819. I want to see y'all there.
Well, it's not too awfully far from us. And I have family in North Carolina.
Awesome.
That's why I was asking.
Wow.
So yeah, I have family down there, so I'm pretty familiar with the west side of North Carolina and that whole area there. That's definitely an area I'm looking at potentially trying to do, a couple shows at least periodically. So
if I get
that's one of the things I'm looking at doing.
If I get him texting me, you better be ready, Joe.
Yeah.
You better be ready.
Yeah, definitely, man. Anywhere down there. I mean, West Virginia would be an awesome place to get into. One thing I don't want to do, done it a lot in past bands, is you tend to play your hometown too much.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and it almost sounds bad to say that. It's like your hometown is your hometown. That's your home fans. But
Yeah.
how many times are you going to expect the same people to come out and see you?
Yep, exactly. That's why we're trying to push them.
You'll get, your best friends and your true diehards, a couple of them. But a lot of it ends up becoming shows where you just end up performing for the other bands in the building. And another thing I've noticed is a lot of, we're really good friends with, I don't know if you've heard of the guys in Silver Tongue.
Oh, man, I've heard of them.
Yeah, that'd be another good band for you to reach out to.
Yeah,
But they're local from the Baltimore area.
Write that down, Matt.
They go out and do little tours. I mean, they're kind of sitting in a better position to do, a more legit tour than what we could do. But they go out like Michigan or Wyoming or something like that, and they'll play to a packed house.
Yeah.
And then they come home and play back here in Baltimore. And there's a few people there, but it's nothing like what they tend to see out on the road. And I see that with a lot of different bands. You just never, it's sad, but you just never really seem to get that same reaction out of your hometown than what you do in other areas.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I want to keep our Baltimore shows kind of limited. And then in between the Baltimore shows, try to branch out into other states. So, I want to look at getting up into Pennsylvania. There's a really cool club up there called Love Drafts. Really, really cool place. Played there with a couple past bands. Wouldn't mind getting down into West Virginia, North Carolina. Definitely want to try to play DC. I mean, that's only 45 minutes from me. But, it's just areas around Maryland, just not necessarily always caging myself into Baltimore.
Yeah, definitely. I feel you. On that.
Definitely going to look at trying to get down to North Carolina at some point. Probably wouldn't be too far from that area. Just so the family can come out and get a chance to see.
Yeah, that's always important right there, is bringing your family to your shows, and when your family shows up and shows out for you, it makes other people do it.
Yeah.
It makes everybody do it.
Yeah, well, my mother's seen me once before play.
Yeah.
But her and my stepfather live in North Carolina, and now it's getting, they're getting older. My stepfather's recovering from bladder cancer, and just that 8.5 hour travel, it's just, it's too rough on them anymore, so they really don't get a chance to come up here anymore.
Yeah.
So, definitely going to try to make it a point to get down there. If not this year, then probably next year, and try to do a show somewhere. Either they're close to that side of West Virginia or somewhere right there in North Carolina, not far.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So they're right outside of Kings Mountain.
Oh, cool. Hell yeah. Okay, right. So is there anything else that we should be talking about on here in the podcast? Do we have anything else that we need to be getting in here? Some plugins and shit.
More plugins.
Plugins. Y'all gotta follow all the members of Dekay on Verified once you see them on there. Favorited. Verified. Get verified on Favorited today.
I can't.
I've been working on that app for like 10, 11 days now, dude. And made almost $50 just fucking around doing whatever the fuck I want. And I've been gifting people.
Shit, that's not bad.
I've been gifting people too. I'm guilty of gifting people like ridiculous amounts of coins. To me, it's a lot because like 50 coins is like 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Like every coin's a cent.
50 coins is a lot. Dude.
Yeah, so if you get like 6 coins, I'm freaking out because that's like 6 cents that someone gave to me. That's 6 cents of someone's time and money that someone gave to me for that stream that I do. Like I said, I do a different stream every day. But when we start battling, I bring out the characters. The characters come out. People love that. People are coming there, and they're coming there, and they're getting something out of it every day. They're coming in and saying, "Thank you for your fucking stream because I'm here for you." And like they
That's
love
something
it.
that could definitely be useful for
Oh,
us.
it's definitely useful. I'm up. Everybody else is up. When I'm on, they're on. And the team that I've built over there have our podcast logo behind their faces. I made them all a logo to where it's our face. It's a logo of the podcast with our picture of each of us is on the logo. So now when we went into this box thing earlier with my boy Royal over there, he got in the box with me, and then this dude was like, "Oh shit, the High as Fuck podcast is in the house," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Yeah, we are." But it was, I know you weren't in it, but we're trying to build it over there before you get up there with your shit. But as you grow, you're gonna grow. So
It's you. It's all good.
no,
Yeah.
no,
It's not gonna happen.
you're not gonna happen. You're not gonna happen if you don't let it happen. You're dropping in people's streams, and people are following you. After we get off the phone with him, I want you to check it and see how many you've gotten since then. It's a slow grind. I've been slowly grinding for 10 days. It's not. You just have to get it out there. It's fine. It's fine, dude. We're good.
We've talked about doing, very periodical, random live streams of band practices, things like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So every so often we might just, you know what? Let's run the set live once, and we'll
I'll man.
drop in, do a live stream.
Yeah, and we'll talk to each other face to face on there. You have to be face to face with the camera. But you can do band practice. I did it. If people really fuck with you. But I would get on there with your faces first and just when you start live, just introduce yourself when you have streamers come in or people coming in and just be like, blah blah blah. I don't know. I'll y'all see. We'll battle and then I'll show y'all what we do. And it'd be just great. It's so fun when you actually get on there and actually just talk to your fans or just talk to people that you're connected with, in general, not fans. We don't really call fans over there. The fans are the ones that are just following you that you're not following back, that are just going to keep following you, So you're going to get a lot of accounts that's just going to follow you.
Yeah.
Or, so, but if they're not, yeah, so, so it's just a great way to make money. And, it works. So.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, any little way to help, support what we're trying to do.
Yeah. And that puts
$50 is $50. That helps go towards more production time.
Another thing you can do on there is do boxes where you can do boxes where if you're live, then you can invite your people in the band up in these boxes to where it can be just 4 of you or however many it is in the band or however many it's going to be in your little boxes, and you can just sit there and talk to each other all night, and people just you can just sit there and just talk to your homies with your camera tilted on you, on your face, and talking to your homies, and people are going to just drop by and maybe throw you a gift or two. And they're just going to drop by every so often. I fell asleep on stream this morning, and people were dropping by, and I gained like maybe 8 followers just from sleeping on stream. What? I'm like, what?
It's a crazy world we live in, this digital age.
Yeah, so you could literally I want y'all to do this, and like every chance y'all get, just like y'all can make it a rare occasion, make it fresh, do what y'all want to do. But it's fabulous over there. It's really good. As soon as you get it in.
I feel like I feel like the one out of us that'll probably be on there most regularly on his own would probably be Dustin, our guitarist.
All right, well then we can pump. Then he can pump that shit out and tell them about y'all. And then if he goes live before anybody else, then he could go in live, and then you can go drop in his live comments, and then people will pick y'all up from the comments from his live stream or whoever's live stream.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it's going to be 100 now, right? It's 100 now because it went from 25 to 100. And now it's going to go from 100 to 1,000 maybe. And I'm close to that 1,000 mark. I'm really close to that. And once I get that mark and the gifting mark, I've got one more thing else to do after that, and I'm verified. I'm finally going to be verified on something, and I'm just fucking close to being verified as Job Freak Killer, dude, finally. You feel me? I'm finally, like, TikTok, all those shits, I've never been able to be verified on any of those. But I'm finally about to be verified on something that people are really, really doing. So it's really...
Well, you could probably buy your verification on TikTok now, because I'm pretty positive at this point.
Yeah.
That Meta bought TikTok.
Yeah.
It seems, I don't know, it seems a little weird.
Yeah,
there's a lot of Facebook-type features that are popping up on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook suddenly started their own TikTok page, and you can link your TikTok to your Facebook things now. It's like, okay, I think Zuck bought TikTok.
Yeah, true. And
but even if he didn't, Trump's given it 90-day extensions. I mean, the way I see it, though, any one of these platforms, and the one you're talking about, it's just another useful tool to provide, people like us, independent artists, to get yourself out there. And there's a lot of headache in this digital age with things, you got to get used to certain things and different technologies. I mean, I do pest control, and it's like we use apps and stuff at work now.
Yeah.
It's like it's infecting every aspect of your life. But with that being said, it's also providing a chance for, like I said, people like us, independent artists that normally, wouldn't have been able to get the kind of exposure that, we can get now. Then, it was 20, 30 years ago. I mean, granted, the record business was a lot better.
Yeah.
Bands were making a lot more money, but there was also a lot of bands that would have never have been able to dream to get any more exposure outside of, a few people in their local town.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's all about...
or at least not as easily, it took a lot longer. It took a lot more resources, a lot more footwork to get to the level that you can get to now with all of these different social media platforms, your TikToks, TikTok, it's got its downfalls, but it's popular. Yeah. It's got its uses. Short form videos, stuff like that, seems to do really well with a lot of people nowadays. You got a lot of ADD is very prevalent now in society. It causes short attention spans. I'm a victim of that myself.
Me too. ADHD.
So, so it's like those short form videos. It's easy to make. You get them out there, they spread around, and it's just another way to just kind of pull people into what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, this favorite is definitely something worth looking into, at least for the live streaming side of it. Absolutely.
Yes. You got another fucking follower, I think. It feels like it's the same sound. It's gonna keep getting hit up if it could be different. You could be different. Don't be different. I'll be different. You be different. Yeah, it's been great.
Nothing wrong with different.
There's nothing wrong with being different on the thing.
Something my mother always told me for a long time. Says, let your freak flag fly.
Yeah, man, that's what I like to do.
Let your freak flag fly. Be you.
Yes.
Do you.
Yes.
Be as weird and different as you want.
Yes.
That's what adds flavor and color.
Yeah, because if you ain't doing anything creative, then you ain't getting nowhere. You know.
That's been something that my mother told me all throughout my youth, and I've tried to live by.
Yeah.
I'm 41. I don't necessarily dress like it. I don't act
I don't
like
either.
it. I've got dreadlocks and tattoos all over the place, tatted up throat. But
Damn.
you know what? Fuck it. Let your freak flag fly, and you do you.
Exactly. Throw that freak flag up there, man. Flag that freaking flag with the freak written across it. Like freak is what we need to be. It's just just being ourselves is the greatest thing in the world to be, guys. I would never be anybody else but myself anyway. So that's just foremost, you know. So, is there anything else we should talk about before we sign off or anything like that? Before we're out like Elvis Presley or anything?
Is there anything else?
Has there been anything else?
Is there anything else?
Is there anything else? Do you have anything else?
I'll just maybe throw out a couple shout outs and a couple plugs if you don't mind. Like I said, want to remind everybody, the Start the Rot album is available now.
Okay.
We'll have, for anyone in the Baltimore area, we'll have physical copies available for sale at our merch table at the show.
Yes.
The Uprising Volume 4, definitely check that out. Want to give a shout out to my boy John Malfi for all of his help, and a shout out to you guys, man, for doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
You're giving little guys like us a chance to spread out to some other areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what we're here for.
That's exactly what we're here for. Is just trying to get guys exposure that want exposure, that don't really care about
the greed
and how much it's going to expose them.
Yeah. It's just about spreading that love.
I've always said, I don't really care how big or popular I get. If I have one person out there that's enjoying what I'm doing, I'm happy.
I've got one person in my live at all times, almost at all times. She's on and I'm on. When I'm on and she's on, she's in there at all times with me. So it's really cool to have that one person. And then there's other people.
If I look off the stage and I see one person rocking out, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So, any little bit of exposure helps.
Yeah, it is. It really is. It helps.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate you guys for
appreciate you, buddy.
Everything you guys do. Reaching out to the little local bands and stuff, and helping us kind of spread it into other areas. And definitely, a shout out to Gil Saw.
Hell
my
yes.
name out there.
Hell yes. Shout out to Gil Saw. We got the straight, we got Gil Saw and Dekay on. Isn't that crazy how they both are connected? We got both. We've got both, band members talking to us. Pretty dead.
Too bad we're 3,000 some odd miles apart, man. I'd love to do a show with that guy.
Yeah, but this is the crazy thing.
If it's ever possible for either of us to get either out here or me get out there, we'll make it happen. But at least, like I said before, just keep your ears open for a possible collab. There's another positive of the digital age. We're able to do things like that. I can collaborate and create music with somebody on the complete opposite side of the country.
Yup.
Yeah.
And we don't even have to meet in person.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's true.
it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never before has it been so easy to create something.
Let me get tight. Yeah. We need to take one of our favorited accounts and make it go towards one thing.
You.
Yeah, the first one's me. Yeah, that's my paycheck right there. Because I'm a streamer. I stream all day, every day. I'm there for.
Even let me get a platform to stream, dude.
I'm trying to get you on there so you can be your therapist if you need to be out there, and you can get paid in coins playing therapist
You can
shit.
live stream.
You can do whatever the fuck you want over
the
there,
other-
and you get paid to do whatever the hell you want to. People chime in for different things. There's all different people out there out in the
No,
world.
that's not what I'm saying.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to tell y'all how to get this. I've already made it to where I'm almost 1,000 followers already, and almost $50 to cash out.
Nice.
And that's not from just that one person in my chat. That's from all kinds of crazy people coming in there and wanting me to win against certain people. Because I've got a team on there. There's a team on there that will come in my thing when I'm battling, and they come in and they do their thing. I'm building a team for our podcast. That's what I've been doing the whole time on there, is building our podcast, our Dinosaurs with Knives, everything else that I do. Everything is just, it converged into one live stream of mine. And you are going to just do whatever you want to do on your channel, Joe. And everybody's just going to do what they want to do on their channel. If you want to just sit there and just play guitar all night in front of your camera, people will tune in. People will probably chime in and do this. I'm trying to tell you. You can do what you want on there, and you don't have to be restricted on what you should do for content like YouTube.
Yeah.
I've been doing it every night for like 10 days straight. I've got a streak, and I have to get on it before 12 o'clock tonight to keep my streak tonight, because I'm going on 10 days straight. All you have to do is just get on at midnight. You have to just get on at midnight.
I've been on, I'm pretty sure, every day since. But
Every day before midnight, get on, and you get free coins on every 12 on the 12 a.m. of every day. You get coins.
My ass is in bed at 12 a.m. I get up at 3:30 every morning for work.
Well,
I'm
you can get your
usually in
coins
bed
later.
by
I think you can get your
9.
coins later. You can get your coins later if someone's got it in their bio. You can get your coins later. You get 50 coins a day. You get 50 coins a day, so that's 50 cents a day just to run a stream. Just when you go to stream, you're getting 50 cents a day to do that, really. I mean, it's just a really good way to make money.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting ready to actually pull up right here in front of my house.
All right, buddy.
Well-
Unfortunately, I gotta hop off, but hey, this has definitely been fun, man. I've
Yeah.
enjoyed this.
I have enjoyed it too, man. We've been sitting here connecting and put you on to something that's gonna hopefully make y'all grow to the fucking top in there.
appreciate y'all.
I'm about to get Johnny Fairplay on that shit.
You guys officially got the first DK interview.
Nice.
Hell yes.
Thank you,
Fucking
sir.
right. First one ever. Let's go.
All right.
And outside of just some simple Q&A type write-ups and
Yeah, I don't like that. We just like to just
Some
sit back
online
and chill.
magazines, this is the first one we've gotten to do.
Yeah,
Cool.
we like.
We're set up with some guys. Yeah, we were set up with some guys. Sound injection. There were some really cool folks there, but they ended up having to go. They had some technical difficulties, and they were overhauling their system, I think. So we had to reschedule with them. We were originally set up for tonight, so that actually opened up the slot for you guys
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
for tonight. So yeah. Congratulations, you ended up getting the first interview with us.
Cool.
Yes.
Exclusive. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. We
All
just,
right.
just
Oh, yeah,
made a friend in me that made a friend in you. We're gonna pump y'all
So yeah,
up.
man, this has definitely been fun, man. I appreciate
All right,
it.
I'm gonna follow y'all back when y'all follow me on Jaw Freak Killer. Okay.
Have a good night.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Let's go.
Yeah, have a good one,
You
fellas.
too.
You too,
Have a
buddy.
good night.
Wow, bro.
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
Exclusive first
Wow.
interview for hour and 30 minutes about
Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes on like just topics, just
We
like
need to be
people
more
were really
tight.
people are really liking our like on the fly shows here. You know,
need to get more tight.
we need to get more tight. Those are good. That's a good. He liked like
It was
people
a-
like
yeah.
this shit. This is what we like to do here. We just like to sit here and shoot the shit with people. You know, while we try to get verified on favorited. And now,
verified on favorite.
dude, shush your mouth. Can you stop being so negative all the fucking time? Let me check your shit real quick. I'm trying to get you. You're at a 5. You got a 7-day streak, bro. Yeah, dude. You're looking good on that. You got 28 followers, dude. You got 28 followers, dude. 28 followers, dude.
I'm 30-some.
Everybody wants everybody to go live. Everybody must be able to go live on here unless you can't have people battling all night. Yeah, you can't have people, you know what I'm saying? You're friends with all of these fucking people. That's fucking lit, dude. People are really fucking with you because they see that shit, man. They gonna see that shit and you're the highest fuck podcast and you're connected to me. Hey, I don't know. This is good. I'm just sick, nasty shit going on here, okay? So I'm gonna win some lives here. But anyway, that was a great show.
It's been a great show.
This was a really good episode of the highest
The highest folk
podcast. Yeah.
Podcast. Take another hit.
Take another hit, take another shot. I had to fucking I had to motherfucking like at least drop some dumb stuff at the end of it, you know. Legit. Like
This has been the highest
and will
fuck
always
podcast.
be the highest motherfucking wrestling motherfucking podcast with your
With your
boy
boys.
Wrestling Matt Jackson, also
And-
known as John Freak Killer, over there on Favorited, and everywhere else I'm known as John Freak Killer too as well. And y'all just go follow me over there, and you just go follow Jedi Joe Cool over there on Favorited as well. And what is your name again?
Jedi. Joe. Cool.
Woo, dude.
Wow, dude.
We had to give y'all a little bit of a fun time at the
What
end of
the
the show.
hell?
Y'all stuck with us the whole show if y'all have. And we had to give y'all a little bit of a goof off, you know. But that was a fucking good, serious ass conversation with a band that is just great. But we are out like Elvis
Elvis
Presley.
Presley.